Hey Johnny. Alright, here's the suggestion for this batch. And it's going to be something a little different, I think. Um, so as I watch it, everything is in order, real nice. So the ability to use the ground is going to have a lot to do with your what I would call a vertical balance point. So when you set up, your spine is fairly erect and you are out over the balls of your feet. So if you don't tip yourself forward, I don't think you're going to have enough angle in the upper body out over the lower to get the left leg behind you. So what I see here is, even though you gain some nice depth here, that the angle between the upper left side and the waist here, and the fact that your center is still not tilted out over your feet enough and your butt's not back enough, that your left leg can never get behind you enough for where you can push up on it. See, if you start pushing, your right leg's going to shoot out from under you. So you can't really get the force, and your right leg is working fine. Now you got the stick actually inside of your knees, which it doesn't really work there. So just make sure the stick, make sure you leave an inch of space in front of the knee line. So you're inside of it. But when you get here, your left knee doesn't disappear until you're almost down to P6. So you want the left knee gone up here. And in order to do that, I think if you watch DJ, first of all, so the two things I do in your setup. One is I would increase the upper body tilt about, I don't know, maybe 10 degrees. And then the other thing I would do is I would just push your butt out so that you have a little more space between the butt line and your heels. Probably have a little more flex in the upper legs also. So watch what happens when he starts down. If you look at the angle that he produces here, it's like 15 degrees more than yours. So having you want to feel like your head's out here, your butt's back here, and you can get from that deep position, you can clear faster because you're not standing up over yourself. I hope you know what I mean. Anyway, so if the upper body is tilted out over the ball more and your butt's back, so that's what I would be suggesting here in the setup, is so push the tailbone back a little bit and tilt yourself out a little more this way. So when you go back, that will increase automatically. This would be increased here. See, then when you come down, I think you'll feel like your upper body's out here, your lower body's back here, and you can immediately try to rotate that left leg and knee, thigh, and everything back behind you. Because when you get here, you should feel like you're heavy enough over the left leg. You should, by the time you get to P5, you should have that left knee disappeared. And if it feels like it's out from under you enough, you can push up on it and drive the right leg up into it. So I don't think your right leg is the issue here. I think it's the fact that when you get into the downswing, this is where you can gain the feeling of being able to have your left leg deeper already so that you can push up on it. And when you do that, you can do what he's doing, which is drive the right leg up into the left. So check that out. Look at a couple of, look at some different swings, but I think for you a little more posture at address, and a little more butt back. Maybe tilt the pelvis a little bit more would be an interesting feeling to try. It will steepen your shoulder turn a little bit automatically because you'll be more that way. And I think what you're looking for here to use the ground is to feel like this here is further away from this up here. So if you look at where the pelvis is, so as you're coming forward, so let's do that again. Look where the head is. And look where the butt, the pelvis is back here. So look at the space here and the space here. So that's how I think you're going to be able to shoot that left leg, push up off the ground, because you'll be back in that left leg deeper, and you can drive up off that left heel, and then you can drive that right leg up into the left. Whereas when you're out over when you're sort of on top of yourself, more like you are, less posture, less bent, it's harder to get that left leg to feel like it's back. All right.